Shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops, the great millstone that rule well, teach well, while learning truth. 100% according to the Bible. Also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet service, scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you sisters that are sincere, your children, shalom. And then today's video is going to be titled, Their Pride is Bringing Shame, right? Or when pride cometh, then cometh shame, right? And it's going to basically be building off of this video I got here from the brother, the Hopeful Like 3, you see? And it's going to basically be the same video that I basically did a week ago, you see, when I titled the video, The Merry-Hearted Do Sigh. And it's going to be building off of the mind state that a lot of these Americans are in. You see, ultimately due to all of the inflation, due to the prices of groceries and everything skyrocketing, the price of living increasing in this country. You see all of these layoffs that are happening, these people being fired left and right, people on TikTok crying their eyes out because they cannot make ends meet. They can't afford things for their families, you see, and things like that that are ultimately happening, you see. So that's going to be the title of the video. And we're going to get into this video. We're going to read it, and I'm going to grab a few precepts, and Lord's willing to be edifying. But like I said, this is the state of the majority of these people here in America. They're crying their eyes out. They don't know what to do. A lot of people are bugging out. A lot of people are losing their minds. A lot of people freaking out, you know, because ultimately they have no answers for ultimately what's happening, you see. So fair use on the 1976 Copyright Act. We're not getting paid for this video. This is educational purposes only.
I know I'm not the only adult that sits in their car wondering how they're making the most money they've ever made in their entire life, and it still doesn't seem to be enough. My rent is $2,000 a month, and I live in a townhouse. My car note is $535 a month, and that's on the low end compared to what I see a lot of people pay. My car insurance is $370 between two vehicles. And every time I fucking turn around, that shit's going up, and they can't even tell you why, other than that the rates have increased. Fucking why? And then you got some fucking orange man in office trying to convince you that your grocery bill has decreased, but
And that's because ultimately the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is putting the squeeze on you Americans, man. You see all of that pride, all of that arrogancy, all of that high-mindedness that a lot of you Babylonians have been in for a good long period of time. Hey, the Lord is bringing all of that to a cease, man. And that's why things in this country is ultimately beginning to get worse. And it's only going to get worse, too. You know, things are not going to get better for this country. It's only going to continue to escalate. Things are going to continue to get more expensive. More people are going to continue to complain how unfair the treatment is in this country, because hey, these are the things that the Lord is bringing unto this place, man. Right. And I'm actually go to a precept real quick through the Spirit just before we get back into the video. Right. I'm going to grab 2nd Esdras chapter 15. And I'm going to start at verse 12. Right. It says, Egypt shall mourn, right? Egypt talking about you Americans, man, because this place, America, is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So this is talking about you Babylonians. Shall mourn, which means to cry, man, to lament. And the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall bring upon it. And these are the things that we're seeing happening unto this place, America. The Lord is punishing and plaguing this place, man. You see all of these different storms and different types of things that you ultimately continue to see happening in this country, right along with the hyperinflation that's happening, the prices of groceries going up, all of these people getting laid off left to right, people living in sheds, people, you know, doing all of these different things to ultimately to get by, and they're still not having enough. All of those things are happening because the Lord is punishing this place, man, right? Economically, financially, you see, people are suffering in this country, man, you see. And like I said, it all goes back to the pride, man, because these people here in America are very proud. And the Lord is getting ready to, you know, and he's already doing it, actually turning that pride to shame, man. right? A lot of you people are not bragging anymore. You're not on social media all proud and arrogant, running your mouth like you people used to do. All of that is being turned to tears, man. You see? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is ultimately doing those things, man. All right? So I'm going to grab this precept as well right here through the Spirit. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18 in the KJV. It says, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall, man. And like I said, you people here in America have been very haughty, very high-minded. You see, very proud. You see, full of yourselves, egotistical, arrogant, right? And the Lord is bringing all of that down, man. And he's doing that through you people's day-to-day lives, how you got to buy and sell and all of those different things, how things are more expensive for you. You see, you're working all hours of the week and you're still not being able to get by. You're still not being able to provide for your families as much as you used to back then. Hey, the Lord is doing these things, man, And like I said, the Lord is going to only allow these things to intensify and to get more worse than what they are. You see, you got a lot of people complaining now like things are bad, but they just don't know that this is only the beginning, man, of greater evils that are to come, of greater bad times, man. You see, this economy is going to continue to go downhill and to sink and to collapse and, you see, to implode within itself. This economy in America is done, man. And that's what a lot of these people don't understand. That's why things in this country is only getting harder and worse, right? So I'm going to actually grab that precept as well through the Spirit, right? Because these are part of those plagues, man, right? Second Esdras chapter 16. And I'm going to grab verse 37, right? Because these are the times and seasons that we're in. And it says, right, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. You see, because all of these things that you people see happening in this country that people thinking is going to get better, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. You see, economic turmoil. You see, prices of groceries going up. You see, people complaining about not making enough. You see, things like that these people are ultimately doing. Hey, it's only going to get worse, and you're going to have more people complaining, more people angry, more people frustrated, more people on TikTok and Instagram crying, not knowing what to do, losing hope, man. You see, these are part of those plagues, man, right? It says, verse 38, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment, right? Verse 39, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. And these are part of those sorrows, man. You see people crying, people not being able to make ends meet. You see people frustrated, not being able to pay their bills, people not being able to, just do the things that they normally used to do, man. Because like I said, things in this country is getting more tighter. Things are getting more worse because the Lord is putting a squeeze on this place, man. You see, and on you Americans. You see, so like I said, hey, the plagues that we see coming are only going to get worse, man. Things is going to get more bad here in America, man. Especially with those tariffs that Trump had put on these countries early on in the year when he came into the White House. And we know now that those tariffs, as they have said, are now beginning to take full effect, man. So, like I said, people seeing things expensive and things like that and running their mouth and complaining now. But hey, it's going to get way worse for you people, man. Wait till you people see what the prices of things are going to be within the next coming days, weeks, and months, man. You see, and you people complaining now, but hey, it's going to be way worse soon come, man. Right? And like I said, the men of the Lord, we have warned you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, that these things are going to come. You see, we told you that this place, America, ultimately isn't your rest. You see, but you people want to invest all of your time and energy into this place and not knowing that, hey, this place is like a sinking ship, man. It's like the Titanic. This place is about to go down, right? And you got to be a fool to try to be investing all of your time and energy into this place, man, when it's destined to go down, right? But I'm going to get back into the video, you see.
On fucking chips, bread, bananas, apples, some fucking muffins, and hamburger meat. Oh, don't forget the $10 eggs. My HOA just decided to charge me $100 because I left my garbage can sitting out in front of my house for a couple of days because I needed to let it dry after dumping it with bleach because there were maggots in there. You rent from these companies and they penny pinch you on every fucking thing that they can. We are being bullied into poverty by these corporations and billionaires. And we have somebody in office gaslighting us in our face, telling us, oh, no, you're not. I don't understand how the families that are living off $15 an hour, like, how are you doing it? How do you pay your rent? What do you do when your car breaks down? I don't know, dude. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I'm blessed compared to a lot of people, and it's still fucking hard.
No, because what feels like a scam is the fact that I am making more money than I ever have in my entire life, and I'm still struggling. My husband and I make more money than we have ever made, and we're still struggling. It's ridiculous. Like, it's like there's no way to catch up. We're running in place sometimes. The boomer response is, go out, get a better job, get better pay. You'll do fine. I did that, and everything just keeps getting more expensive as I get a better job. Like, honestly.
Right, and it's only going to get more expensive, right? Because like I said, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is judging this place, man. He's punishing this place, right? And the people that are in it, right? So like I said, it's only going to continue to get worse for this country. You know, things are not going to get better, you see. But a lot of you Americans, you put your trust in Trump, man. You see, talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, a lot of you voted for this devil, thinking that he was going to make America great again like he promised you. He told you he was going to make the prices of living go down his first week in the White House. And a lot of you people bit and believed those lies, man. And look at you. A lot of you people crying now and suffering, man. You see? But I'm going to grab this precept right here. This is Isaiah chapter 24. And I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish, right? We know what that word haughty means, right? Going into pride. And it says languish, which that word languish means to be weak or to be exhausted, you see. And that's the state that these Americans are in, man. They're exhausted. People are weak. You see, like I said, due to everything that's happening in this country, people don't know what to do. You see, people are just completely hopeless, right? But like I said, again, it goes back to the pride, man, at the end of the day, you know, because when people were proud and things were going good for this society a few years back, then you didn't see all of this going on, man. But like I said, that's because the Lord is turning the oven up on this place, man, right? Because it's getting ready to go out. You see, this place is getting ready to be destroyed. All right. So I'm going to read verse 5. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, right? Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left, right? Verse 7, this is the point. It says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh, right? And the mirth of tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. Like I said, man, that mirth and all of that proud arrogancy, Babylonian spirit, America being great and thriving, all of that stuff, these people can see that is all coming to an end. That's why it says the merry-hearted do sigh, because when you're merry-hearted, you're happy. You see, you're cheerful. You see, you're full of mirth, you're full of joy, and you're satisfied. But like I said, now these people are starting to see everything in this country is beginning to fail and is getting worse. Now these people are sighing. Now they're crying. Now they're complaining. You see, now things are worse for them, right? But like I said before, you know, hey, this is all the will of the Lord, man. You see, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is ultimately the one that is doing these things unto this country, man, you know. And it all goes back to the wickedness of why the Lord is plaguing this place. Right? The wickedness of you people, man. All right. And I'm actually grab that too. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15. And I'm going to go up to verse 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues, right? Salakia. I will bring plagues upon the world, right? And we know when you go into those plagues, like I was going into earlier, those could be all of these jobs, laying people off. You see, poverty is a part of a plague. You see, and I'm actually go down to a precept to prove that. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 49, right? Because these are the things that the Lord said he was going to bring to the earth to bring punishment. You see, it says, I will send plagues upon thee, right? Widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death. So like I was saying, the Lord sends poverty. You see people suffering economically and financially. He sends those as well as plagues, man. Right. And that's what he's doing to these people here in America. Because like I said, the Lord is bringing sorrows upon this place on all sides, man. And it's only going to get worse. right? So this is back at verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, right? And why is the Lord going to do it? Verse 6, for wickedness, right? I have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and our hurtful works are fulfilled, therefore saith the Lord. So like I said, man, everything that the Lord is bringing upon this place, America, is well deserved, man, because of the wickedness that goes on in this country, man, and around the world, but mainly here, right? And that's why this place is getting it the worst. That's why this place is going to feel it the worst, right? And especially you people that are in this place that are not of the Lord's elect, you that are not right. Talking about you 2/3 of the nation of Israel, but you heathens, you're going to feel it anyway. You see, because the Lord ain't dealing with you heathens, man. You see, so y'all going to suffer regardless, right? But let me grab this precept as well. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom, you see. And I'm going to go to that word shame, right, on the AI overview on Google just for edification, because this is the mindset that a lot of these Americans are in. They're in shame, right? And it means a painful feeling of humiliation or distress, right? A lot of these people are in distress, right? Caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior, man. You see? And I'm going to read into the synonyms, right? Or the similar words to the meaning of the word. And it goes into, you see, the opposite of it is pride. You see, that's the spirit, because guess what? Like I said, before, the shame was brought upon these people due to the way the economy is going and the way that things are ultimately moving in this society. Now people are, in shame, which is the complete opposite of being in pride. But when everything was going good for this country and everybody was on the up and up and things were moving swiftly for everybody, then everybody was proud. Everybody was full of themselves. You couldn't tell anybody nothing. Nobody wanted to listen. Nobody could hear. You see, everybody wanted to do things the way they wanted to do it, right? Everybody was in that do as thou wilt spirit. Right. But all that's coming to an end. Like I said, these people are suffering, man. Right. And these are part of those miseries. Right. Second Esdras chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries. Right. We're going to look at that word miseries, too. Right. Because these are the things that are coming upon these people. Right. And this is the meaning on the AI overview on Google. It said a state or feeling of great distress or discomfort of mind and of body, right? And the reason they're discomforted in their mind and body is because, like I said, people don't know how they're going to feed their families. People don't know how they're going to get a job. People don't know how they're going to get to work. You see, people don't understand how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that. You see, like I said, these people are just uncertain. They don't know. You see, these people don't have any answers, man. And I'm talking about the 2/3 of our people. And that's because they don't have Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You see, they only know this place, America, man. This is all these people know and understand. Right. That's why, since this place is crumbling in front of these people don't know what to do. They're losing their minds, man. Right. Because this is what they're putting all of their trust in, man. You see, this place is all they know and all they love. Right. But this is a similar word to the word misery. Right. It goes into unhappiness. Right. Hardship. Right. Suffering. Right. That's what these people are going through. A lot of people are suffering right now. It said affliction. Right. Poverty, right? I just said that those are one of the plagues, man. Poverty, suffering, not being able to get by. You see things getting hard for you and stuff like that. These are the things that these people are facing, man, on a wide scale here in America, right? But I'm going to finish reading, right? For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, which is that time we're in now, that shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride, man. So like I said, all of this goes back to you people's pride, man. That's why these things are coming upon you, man. Right? Because of the pride, the arrogancy, you see, the high-mindedness, you see, that spirit of, being better than the next person. You see, exalting yourselves, man. You see, and we know what the scripture says about people that exalt themselves, man. Right? And that's all these people here in America do is exalt themselves, put themselves on a pedestal, lift themselves up as though they're better than someone else because they may have this car, or they may have this, whatever they might possess. You see, these people, pride is filled off of the possessions and the things in which they have. Right. But like I said, the Lord is putting the squeeze on this place. So all of that stuff does not matter, man. And that's what these people realizing. You see things are getting worse. So this Luke 14:11. For whosoever, right, exalteth himself shall be abased, And he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. So like I said, in these times that we're in, the Lord is only dealing with the meek, man, which are the elect. You see, the men of the Lord and the women of the Lord that are going to come in that spirit of being humble. You see, the Lord is close to those that are humble, right? But he's not dealing with the people that are proud, man. And as you can see, the main people that are complaining are these people that are proud, man. You see, these proud ass women, these proud men, they're the main ones ultimately complaining and mourning on these social media sites where you see people complaining, man. And that's because these are people that exalt themselves, people that think highly of themselves, man. People that put themselves on the pedestal as though they're better than others because of the possessions that they obtain. But like I said, the Lord is stripping all that away from you people, man. You see, and it's wonderful to see it, man, because like I said, you people deserve it, man. We don't feel bad for you people at all, right? Because ultimately the Lord is the one that's bringing these things unto you, right? So I'm going to get back into this video. We're going to watch a little bit more of it, all right? So bear with me.
The economy has worked out. I didn't plan it this way, but if I had not gotten promotions at my previous career and then switched industries and then kind of job hopped and salary shopped pretty much, because you have to be competitive with your salaries these days. Ain't nobody just going to work for peanuts. If I hadn't done that the way that it just happened to work out, I don't know what we would be doing right now, because I think I make like, I don't even know, 4 times more than I made when I first entered the workforce. I would argue that we don't live above our means. We try to budget, but other than rent and house upgrade, living at a better place, everything else is pretty much the same. We don't go out any more than we did 10 years ago. We don't buy more things than we did 10 years ago. We don't go to more concerts, take more vacations, do more things than we did 10 years ago. But obviously everything is more expensive. So, that's the problem. It's not that we're doing bad as adults and can't get adult life together as we all think, because that's how I feel all the time. It's how are people doing this? They're not. They never did. Stuff is more expensive than it needs to be, and people are making less comparatively to...
We hear what it is she's saying, man. And the reason things are getting worse and getting more expensive because, like I said, the Lord is plaguing this place, man. You see, the Lord is the one that's turning the heat up upon this country, man. Right? And that's why these things in this place is only going to get worse, and why things is going to get more stressful, why things is going to get more expensive, why the price of living is going to continue to go up, and people are going to continue to get fired and laid off from these jobs, and poverty is going to continue to increase, right? Because, hey, the Lord is judging this place, man. And like I said, if you're not of the Lord's remnant, man, he's not going to be dealing with you in these times. He's not going to be, supporting you. He's not going to be coming through for you, because we know the Lord is going to come through for the elect of the nation of Israel. You see, you hopeful elect brothers and sisters out there that ultimately are probably going through a hardship financially. The Lord always makes ends meet for us, brothers and sisters that are sincere in this thing. The Lord always makes a way for us, you see. But for these proud, arrogant Babylonians, the Lord ain't going to come through for these people, man. You see, he's not going to be on their side, man. Right? He's going to just continue to allow them to go through whatever, you see, suffering that they're ultimately going through. Because like I said, that's part of these people's punishment. Right? And it's only going to get worse, right, from here on out, in this place. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. Just something quick through the spirit, nothing too long. But Lord's willing, I pray it be edifying to you, brothers and sisters that come across it. With that being said, to the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.